Third time, fourth time is a charm. I have actually been trying to make this for a couple of days, and the audio always goes out. I just wanted to go over some of my videos and some of my pictures that I've done of the sun that I think are particularly interesting, and I believe that I've solved a few problems or issues or what some people believe is going on. I have maybe a little different idea. Subscribe, check the bell, and put a like to this video if you like it, and share. So I wanted to go through, I've actually been watching a lot of videos. These are some of the stuff that I have captured. I just grabbed a few of my films and videos and just pictures of the sun that I've captured that I got here. Okay, we haven't looked at that. This is a pretty neat one. See how it's doing that? Can't see any clouds. Maybe there is some atmospheric behind it, but it seems like it's part of the sun. Anyways, very interesting. Again, the sun changing color. And this one is that atmospheric dust, 60 times zoom lens. Also, I want you to take a look at the sun. Okay, look at the shape of it. And the petal. See, all I'm really actually just focusing on this because it was like, what is this? I've caught this many times. And I've actually taken these things and I've expanded them to see what they are. And there might be some things that are more than what we're seeing. I don't know. I mean, your guess is as good as mine. I believe that majority of what we're seeing is atmospheric dust from chemtrails and volcanoes, sandstorms. Again, you can't see that. And we have the petal look on the sun and the octagon shape of the sun. So here is just another one showing the petal, the circles. I believe that a lot of these petals are, there's a mirror system. I can't prove it. It's just what I believe, because see how it splashes out? And this circle around here. Now, some things that are in here, I am not going to say are dust. Like this picture. Isn't that an interesting thing? To me, this shows the mirrors. And how they're folded. And they're flat. And they probably are kind of moving, like tilting. And that's where you're getting that kind of appearance. Isn't that interesting? Let's do this to me. Again, we can go up on some of these. And they've got that ring again. Now you may think, this is just from my camera. And I have captured this in multiple cameras, looking at the sun, and I've captured it wearing filters. But look at that. Now, it could be more than just mirrors. I honestly do not know I wish I did. All I know is that I am catching anomalies. Again, I do believe this is part of the artificial sun. And if you go back in my last video, I showed the patterns on the artificial sun and how they've made it, and actual pictures of what they are doing and the articles of where they are using artificial suns. And the reason why I've got this one up is because, again, shape is not round. There's multiple pictures that I took on different days that give this look, this kind of square look, right? And your guess is as good as mine. I am showing you, these are my interpretations of what I'm seeing. I do not believe that is. This is a picture of the sun, the real sun, how it has a completely different look to it, and how it changes the background because it's so intense. The real sun, when you're filming it, changes the background to darker because it's so bright. Where these ones, when you start getting up on it, doesn't do that because they're more like a light bulb. Well, from the patents, there are hundreds of light bulbs. Again, the shape. And see the atmospheric stuff that they're doing, because this is what they do a lot though when they're filming the sun. When I'm filming the sun, again, the real sun. The real sun. Not the real sun. I wanted to show you this picture because these are interesting. You might have actually gotten these pictures, something like that, when you have filmed the sun. And it's from my research and what other people believe that this is, it is an actual reflection of what the surface of this is at this time. So with some of them, you'll see just grid pattern. This one doesn't do a great deal of justice to it. Hopefully I've got another picture that does. That gives a better but that gives you an idea. That really is just a reflection of that, what it looks like without all of the obscurity of the light. Well, I'll just start here with a bunch of photos that I've taken throughout the time, and like I said, you get these odd things. Again, I believe this one is artificial. That is my opinion. It is only my opinion because of looking and filming the sky with multiple different cameras throughout. But it's these things that I find extremely interesting. If I can capture some, I've got some pretty wild looking shapes around here. Let me find some for you. So again, look at this stuff. I do not believe that is my camera. Like I said, these are multiple days, multiple cameras, and then I'm using to pick up these reflectors, and I believe they are reflectors. Again, the artificial sun. And reflectors. And they will bounce off because it will leave a shadow on things, which is interesting. See, just the reflectors will. Can you see that? Not just the sun. And people have gotten, I don't have film of this or video of that. There's a little guy. But what I do, but I have seen where there is that square sun been reflected on fences or buildings and stuff like that, showing the shape of what the sun is. And for one thing, the sun shouldn't reflect as a object because it's supposed to be so bright. It shouldn't just be beaming down as one object. The sun doesn't do that. Shouldn't. And here is some photos that I took last year of the sun having a completely different color to it. There's no filter on this. This was just the sun Now, I believe this was, again, our sun. I don't believe this is a full sun, but something odd has been happening to our sun. Why ever it changed the color is your guess. Again, this would not be our sun because you've got this petal. And I want to go through the series of these photos because these are really interesting, I think, anyways, of the sun. Again, I believe this is our sun. Now, I believe through my studies by looking into the Bible and the Book of Enoch, especially the Book of Enoch, that we have a firmament. We have something that is over and we are kind of locked in, those politicians where they say, we're going to break that ceiling, we're going to break that glass ceiling and everything. I believe that there is something there. And I've heard the Milky Way is where it was ripped during the waters, when the waters above came, and then was sealed, and that's what we see as the Milky Way. I've seen too much of NASA and their manipulations, and so I don't buy what they have to say, and I went looking out whether there's asteroids outside of the firmament. Your guess is as good as mine. But I believe the sun is inside the firmament, and I believe the sun can get covered, can go in and out of clouds. It's just one picture, but we get the cloud, right, of the sun. Let's see if I can get something different here. Let's see if I can get see a video on this. Okay, so this is what the sun actually looks like, and it changes color. You'll see through this video, it's starting to change color. I believe all of this is beings. I believe the sun is a living being. I believe that the earth is. I believe God made it that way. God did create everything to be alive and have consciousness. Now, those could be something, I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. Again, I am guessing. See, the atmospheric dust. So when you start looking up. Now, some YouTubers are telling people these are all ships. No, I don't think so. I think they are particles. They're atmospheric particles. But I do have a lot of film with that. And I know that they like to say, no, it's the sun. It's ships. And look at how big. And I've even heard them go, oh my God, look at this one, look at that one. And I don't think that's what we're seeing, but I want you to pay attention to, see that shaking too? The sun does do that. Even I've seen it do that with all of the moons and stars and everything. They do that. They do this gyrating. And then usually when they do that, they start to change color. Like this. Anyways, that's me moving. And here's another one. Pretty cool. Of our real sun. Now, whether this is clouds or not, it is extremely interesting. All of the color changes. And then it fades and goes into white. The whole thing will go into white again, and then it will go into yellow. Very interesting stuff. Come on. So I want to show you what I believe is causing what we're seeing, she was seeing around the sun. And this is the chemtrails. This is what we are experiencing. And we're looking up there that they are thinking is ships. It's particulars from this stuff that they're spraying in our skies. This is what they're spraying in our skies to either hide what's out there or to, I think it's a double fold, because we know that there is aluminum, mercury, poisons that kill our trees, that put up a grid system. Look at how large it is that it's giving a shadow. It's what they're doing to us. So when you're getting sick, you don't know why. You may have MS or an autoimmune disease, why your system's all messed up. You should look at what they're doing to our skies and our food. We have an enemy. With all of the riots today, people are rioting all over as of this past couple of days over the police brutality and rioting all over the world. Things are getting worse. The Bible predicts that this would happen. It predicts the attitudes of people and how people would react, the conditions that are going on, the hurricanes, the tornadoes, the volcanoes, earthquakes, everything that we are seeing was foretold in the Bible. And I just wanted to show you some video of some stars that I've caught. Some pretty interesting things that are out there in the sky. So, there is things that are going on. I believe that these are entities. The Book of Enoch talks about them as being angels, watchers, spirit beings. I believe that because I see them, they are reactive. Quite amazing. They seem to have a personality and they react different. It depends on the night. But if you're listening to the Boogeyman channel, he's going to tell you it's a boogie ball. It depends. I believe the Book of Enoch says that it's a life form. And they do seem to come in close and are curious when I'm filming them. They seem to be curious of me. And of course, this is a different night and a different star that is extremely excited this night. And other nights when I film him, he's more chilled, relaxed. But they do have a personality. Now I haven't looked to see whether this is part of moon phases, month. But you will find when one is acting up like this, many will. And they will start to harmonize. I've heard that there is sound that comes from them, almost like singing. The angels sing the glory of God. But this is not what we think a star is. It is a magnificent being as far as I'm concerned. And sometimes it seems like it reacts to me and will act up when I am filming it. But this is what I find in the sky when I'm looking. So I do believe there are things. You could believe this maybe is a ship. See, this is a different night. Different night, a different way of reacting. Not as active, but just as spectacular and wondrous. The universe and the heavens is marvelous, magnificent. The Watchers, they are the Watchers. Bless you all, everybody. Stay in love and light. Watch the skies. There's big things happening. There's these things happening in the world. There's big changes. The Bible tells us in the book of Revelation and Daniel of what we can expect in this time, along with many other ancient books from many different cultures. Tell us about this time that is about to happen to us. Your guess is as good as mine as what the next move will be, but if we go by what the Bible says, things are only going to get worse. But this is a time of spiritual refinery. It's time for you to make your choice. I believe that this is a harvest of souls time. The end, the last one. Think of it this way. God has refined his people. And he is picking from the harvest the very best fruits. Be the best. Yes, that's what I feel most. Blessings, everyone. Live in love light.